The Elgato Key Light. Anyway, roll titles! So yes, that is right. I've got this Elgato Key Light and I'm going to unbox it and then I'm going to set it up and then I'll probably make a second video where I compare it to its little brother, the Key Light Air, which is lighting behind me and in front of me at the moment. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this compares and what the differences are, but it's quite a big boy. So I think what we'll do without further ado is get it over to the table, get it unboxed, and then we can start setting it up. So let's do that. Right, well, here's the box. It's actually going to have to be a stand-up unboxing because it's just such a massive box. And also, Amazon didn't put it in an Amazon package, so got an address label on here. Right, let's get this out. There we go. So what we've got here is essentially a quick start guide about how you set it up. Should be pretty straightforward. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's go for this first. So this is just the power adapter. And what have we got? Okay, so we've got pretty much every single type of plug going for across the world, so that's super handy. So this is a completely different power brick to the one that you get with the Key Light Airs. It's slightly more substantial. Here we've got in the same box a little rubber washer, so that's probably important. We won't lose that. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put the UK one on. There we go, just clicks in. So it's interesting, the power supply's got this weird little box thing on it. It doesn't appear to have a switch or anything. A bit peculiar, don't really understand that, but that's fine. So what's next? Well, I think we'll look at the mounting. And I think, to all intents and purposes, this is just a standard Elgato multi-mount. So the Key Light Airs come with a base with a stand. The Key Lights come with this, which basically clamps onto your desk. And it extends, I think it extends up well over a metre. Does that not come out even further? There we go. So yeah, you can get your key light quite high up in the air if you want it to be. It's good that it's got quite a vast array of adjustments in height, so you can have it up and behind your monitor, which is probably what I'm going to do. Now the only thing is, it is just an entirely straight mount. So if you wanted to bend the key light forward a bit, you're a bit stuck, but what you can do is get the Elgato flex arm kits and add a flex arm to it that will come off the end here, which is probably what I'm going to do. I've got some spare flex arm kits, so that's probably how I'm going to mount mine. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain that it just literally goes straight up, and then the only adjustment up the top here is just for twisting around. So yeah, that's a bit annoying, but not the end of the world. Right, so this must be the actual light panel itself. Wow, okay, that's quite heavy. So this is probably why it has such a beefy stand to hold it on. This is quite weighty because it's all metal construction, which is different from the Key Light Air. They're plastic, and this is all made out of metal, which is really good for diffusing heat. And also, I've noticed, you can mount this several ways. There are the screw holes on every single side. So you could have the panel like that or like that, and again the other way around as well. So that is something that is different from the Key Light Airs. It just has a mounting hole on the back, but now on here it's on the edges, so that's also probably why it's metal. And then at the bottom here we've got where the power connector goes, and also a two-way switch. That's interesting. You either have one or two. Oh, okay. That's like a toggle switch. It's different from the Key Light Airs. That might be to get it in some kind of pairing mode, maybe. Cool. That is lovely. So these panels use Osram bulbs, and Osram have been making bulbs for years and years and years, and they do make fantastic bulbs. So, you know, it should be of a good quality. This does different colours of the white spectrum, so you can have a nice cold white right up to a very, very warm orangey white. They don't do colours, they just do the whites, which is fine. I have my hue lights for different colours. Okay, so let's have a little look at this quick start card. Right, okay, so as it says here, that putting the switch and holding it in the number 2 position for more than 10 seconds will factory reset the light, and it will forget all its settings. So that's good to know, should we need to. The one thing that people do love about these lights, and also some people hate about these lights, is they are entirely app controlled. So you can either use the app on your computer, or you can use the app on your phone, but you need Wi-Fi and the app to control these lights. When you turn them on, they'll come on with a kind of nice warm light, but there are no manual controls on it at all, apart from just turning the light off. So I'm happy with that. I love how that works. It means that I've got my light set up on my Elgato Stream Deck, and I can just press a button and everything switches on to the right brightness and the right color temperature, and it's absolutely spot on every single time. But some people just want a light that will light up with no faff. There's some dials on it. This isn't one of those lights. And you could argue that you're paying a lot of money for a light that is just smart and doesn't have any dumb controls, but there's always a premium or Elgato stuff pricing, and I think it's worth it. So yes, I think what I'm going to do now is get it roughly in position, and we'll go and set it up. So we'll go back to the desk and we'll do that. I very nearly forgot. The rubber grommety thing that we found goes on the end of the arm there. I knew I'd forgotten something. Right, now I can get it installed on my desk. Okay, so my desk is a bit of a state at the moment because I'm just sorting it out, but what I've done is I've put the pole up here, and I've used one of my longer arms from the Flex Arm kit to just extend the arm to there. I'm not entirely sure on the final mounting position yet, but because I'm going to be taking the light down fairly soon to do a comparison of this and the Key Light Air, I'm not going to stress too much about exact positioning. So yeah, let's get it installed about there. So what I'll do is I'll just swivel this round so it's a little bit closer to me. And then, in theory, I should just be able to screw this on. Actually, it's super tight because this is quite heavy. There, that is tight, and then just swing that round like so. Perfect. So hopefully this will sort of just give a nice kind of side light rather than just a big stream of light in my face coming forwards at some point. But because this is going to be back on the table soon for the comparison, I thought I'd just leave it here like that. Right, okay, let's get this plugged in. That's the hole. It's in the hole. Just tuck that behind there for now. Oh, let there be light. Excellent. Whoa, there we go, cool. So now the light is set up and it's in its sort of first on state, so it's just a sort of mid-low brightness, and it's ready to be set up within the app. Now you need to use Wi-Fi to do this, so if your computer doesn't have Wi-Fi, which this one doesn't, you can either do it on a laptop with Wi-Fi or on your phone. So what I'll do is I'll do it on my phone and show you how the setup looks. So there we go, you can see my phone screen now, and I'm in the Elgato Control Center app. You can download this from the Play Store or the Apple Store. And yeah, we need to get this light added onto here. So let's do that. So if you click on the cog and then do add new accessory. And there we go, it's found it. So we click on Elgato Key Light, and then you can press identify just to make sure it's the right light. I think it is. Oh, wants to ask if we want to connect with a temporary Wi-Fi network. That's the light identifying itself. Let's do that again. Yep, it's definitely the right light. Goodness me, that's bright. Okay, so if we click connect, there we go. Now it's asking for the Wi-Fi, and it's obviously found all the different Wi-Fis around here. So we'll just add it to my Wi-Fi, and it needs the password. So I'll type that in. One moment, please. Right, that's done. And then what it does is it takes the Wi-Fi data, sends it to that, and then connects to your Wi-Fi network. So the light flashes a few times while you're doing that. And then once it's added onto here, we've got some control over it. So we'll have a little play with it, and also have a little look at the control center software on the computer as well. Oh look, there we go. There it is, it's added it, hopefully. If I adjust the scroller. Yep, that's working. Perfect. Right, I want to change the name of it to make it something a little bit more friendly. So I will call it Front PC Light. That'll do. Right, and you can also choose the power on behavior of it. So you can make it so it just goes to its standard default setting, or you can make it go to its last setting. Probably having it on the last setting is the most sensible and what I use, but you know, it's up to you what you want. So there we go. Can we update the firmware? No, it doesn't seem to have firmware update. And there we go, it's changed the name of it on there. So hopefully now, if we look on my control center on my PC, we'll be able to see the light and have a play with it there. So if I let you see my screen, there we go. And then we open up the Elgato Control Center, and there it is. The front PC light is there, and then we can alter the color temperature. And then we can alter the brightness. I don't know how well the brightness change is coming across on that camera, but it's bright. Okay, so I want it about the same color temperature as my rear light. What's that on? That is on 4.7. So yeah, you can control the light in a similar way there, and also there's a few preferences. You can link the lights together, so they'll be at the same brightness and color temperature as well, should you want that. But I don't have that because I have the light behind me brighter than the light in front of me. Okay, so let's switch back here, and I can show you the difference between how it looks on camera with the different brightnesses. So at the moment the light's on about 50%. That is quite bright. I look a bit ghostly. If we knock it down to 25%, that's not too bad at all. That's a nice even light. We go up to 75%. Goodness me. And then if we whack it all the way up to 100%, It's like looking at a floodlight. I can't have it on that setting. But yeah, you can change the colour temperature as well to make it a slightly warmer colour. I look like David Dickinson now. Look like slightly ill. Okay, right, let's stop messing around and put it back and finish up this video. Better. That's better. I think I still need to tweak it, and also I need to adjust the position a little bit more, but that's looking good. I like that. So the Key Light Airs retail for around about £130, and these key lights retail for £180. So it is a lot of money for essentially a light, but as I said earlier, they use Osram bulbs, so they're really good quality bulbs, and it should stand the test of time. I've used that one for months now, and it's on quite a lot, and there's been no like flickering lights or anything like that. The only issue I've ever had with the key lights is sometimes they drop off the Wi-Fi, but you just simply turn them off and turn them back on again, and they're back, and that's fine. Yeah, so what I'll do in the future is I'll do a video comparing the Elgato Key Light and the Elgato Key Light Air. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications, and you'll find out straight away when that video goes live. But I think now for me that is it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll be back soon for some more vlogging fun. See ya!